Alright, so we're back with another video, and in this video I'm going to go ahead and show you how we can insert videos or playlist items inside a playlist. So in the last video I showed you how to create a playlist. I showed you how to also update the playlist and whatnot, right? In this video I'll show you how you can actually insert items into a playlist. So you can see that over here, this playlist item resource identifies another resource, and typically it's a video, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to add videos to our playlist. So to do this, what we need to do is we need to use the insert method. And this is just going to be a post request. And of course, make sure you have the correct scopes already set up. In my case, I already have it already. So our access token will work perfectly. Okay, we're going to use the same one that we did in the last video. I'm going to go ahead and just copy this URL. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and just create a new tab, post request, paste that link over there, and I'm going to go ahead and just copy the access token and put that right over here and set the key to authorization. Okay, so now that that's all set up, what we'll need to do is we'll need to go ahead and first pass in the required query parameter, which is part. So for this, I will go ahead and use the values. Let's do content details, ID, snippet, and status. We'll just do all four. Why not? And for the request body, what we need is we need the playlist ID and the resource ID. And I believe the resource ID really is just the ID of the video in our situation. Okay. I mean, most of the time, I think really you can mostly just add videos anyways. I'm not sure what else you can add to a playlist, to be honest. So it's really just I just assume it's the video ID, and we'll test it out. So let's go and set up our request body. So snippet, and we need the playlist ID. So we can actually get the playlist ID, I think, if we actually just go and click on the playlist itself. I think this over here, if we copy this over here, that's the playlist ID over there. But you can also get it through the API, which is what I'm going to do right over here. You can see that I have the ID of the playlist right over here. This is the one that we created and updated in the last video. And you can see that it matches the ID in the URL. Okay, so I'll just copy the playlist ID. Okay, and let's go ahead and get the resource ID. So that's just going to be the ID of the video. Okay. So in our case, I'll go ahead and just use this test video that I had uploaded onto my test channel. Okay. So I'll paste that there. And other properties that you can set are things such as the position. So if you want the let's say for example, if you want to insert an item in a playlist at the beginning or at the end, you can set the position. Okay. You can also put in the middle of the playlist if you want to. And I think for content details, I think these are just notes. And you know how playlists can also like start a certain position. I'm not too sure about these properties, but you can read about this in the overview section. Okay, let's go ahead and click send. Let's see what's going on here. It's saying that we have an invalid argument. So it's saying it's an invalid resource ID. Let's see. Maybe we did mess this up. So we have snippet. Let's see. Playlist ID. Resource ID. Okay. So it seems like we also did do a post request to. Let's see. Content details ID snippet status. Okay, we have the correct query parameters, so that's not a problem. We have the authorization token. So I think the resource ID is incorrect. Let me actually see how I can get the correct one. Let's see. Oh, okay. I think resource ID is not a string, but it's actually an object. And one thing that I keep forgetting is that if you actually are confused with what a specific type is, again, you can always consult the docs and they'll show you, okay? Like for example, if I look over here, it says object, and it will tell you right over here. So for string, or for the kind, it says the kind or type of the referred resource. I think it's just video. Okay, so let me go ahead and fix this real quick. So kind video, and then the, let's see, the video ID right there. Perfect. Yep, that made sense. I should have known about that. All right, so this should work now. Resource type is not supported. That is very, very interesting. So apparently I cannot add this video to a playlist, but even though this video is a public video, that is very strange to me. Let's go ahead and try to add, let me try and add this video that I queried earlier in a couple episodes ago. Resource type is not supported. Alright, so I figured out what the issue was. I looked at the C code sample, and I saw that instead of for the kind, right, they actually did YouTube pound video. So I actually need to do that instead of just video. So that was my mistake. So let me go back to Postman. Let's see. Oops, right over here. Okay. So it should be YouTube pound video. Everything else is great. And there we go. Now it works. So let's go into our playlist. Let's refresh. And we can see that this is the video. This is the music video of the YouTube video that we just added to our playlist. And if I wanted to add more videos, I could. So I can go ahead and paste that over there. And if I refresh, I will see that over here. Let's go ahead and add one more, and let's use the position property so we can add it at the top. So let me just copy this one. I think this is the lyric video or just the audio video. So let's copy that, paste that there, and we want to set the position to 0. I think it's 0 indexed. Looking at over here, yep, it's 0 index. So I think position 0 is obviously number 1. So let's go ahead and do that. So position 0. So this was added, and let's go and refresh. And you can see that it's now added and it's all at the top. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much how you can insert items into a playlist. And of course, you can update the playlist item. I think the main thing that you'd probably update though is the position of it, and other of the content details. Again, I'm not too sure what this is, but you can read about it on the docs. I'm not going to get into that right now, but you can use this to update the position of the playlist item if you want to, and it's very easy. All you need to do is just make a pull request. You would need to get the ID of the playlist item, and whenever you make a post request to the playlist item API and you create a new playlist item, it'll give you the ID right over here. So you just need to take this ID and reference it, and then you can use that to rearrange the positions if you want to. I'll leave you all to do that yourself. And if you want to delete an item from the playlist, you would just use the delete method, and you would just get the ID of the playlist item, and you just pass that as a query parameter. So for example, here's what I'll do. Let's go ahead and list all the playlist items in a playlist. So what we'll do is we'll get the ID of the playlist. Let me see. Yep, we'll get the ID of the playlist. So that's right over here. Let's do get. And it's just going to be a call to playlists. For part, we'll leave it as content. Yeah, I think it's the same thing. We just need to add in the ID. Let me see. We'll do playlist ID specifically. Oh, what's going on? It says bad request. Interesting. Oh, I think we needed to set the request body to none. There we go. Okay. So now we got all of the playlist items here. You can see that it should say it should show 3 items altogether. Yep, total results 3. Okay, and I can go ahead and I'll go ahead and remove this playlist item right over here. So that's just, where is it? Wait, where is it? Let me scroll down a little bit more. Yeah, this one right over here. Yep. So the ID of the playlist item is right over here. I'm gonna copy this, right? Because this object is a playlist item resource. Okay, so we know that, and we know the ID is the playlist item ID. So I'm gonna copy this, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the method to delete, and I'm gonna get rid of the query parameters, and we're going to go ahead and just set the query parameter for ID, and the value of that is going to be the playlist item ID that we want to delete. Click send, and you're going to go ahead and see that it gives us a tool for no content. So if I were to refresh, you're going to see that that video is now gone. Okay, and if we were to query the API to get all the playlist items, it would only show 2 instead of 3. And keep in mind that we're still using the same access token, and the scopes should also be similar as well. Okay, so that is going to be pretty much it. Hopefully this video was informative for you all, and I will see you all in the next episode. Peace out.